Hey, good morning, guys. So I had a dream this morning, like right as I was waking up, and I interact with a lot of animals in my dream space normally. But when in my dream this morning, hey, you guys, can we not chew on each other's faces right now? Okay. So this morning in my dream, I woke up and I was in bed, and the room was dark. The room was dark, and I looked, and like at the edge of my room, there was almost like a grate, and there was a mouse and three toads, and the toads were just sitting there looking at me, and I kind of so toads and frogs for me. I had a strong connection with them in particular as I was a kid, like, well, not a kid, but an adolescent. So it's for me, it's kind of like a younger energy, but very specifically, like my mom always experienced, like especially when I was in college and stuff, that every time I was going to come home, she would go outside and stand on the driveway and wait. And every single time there would be a bunch of toads that would come out and sit and wait with my mom for me to, come back home. I mean, this is obviously, I wasn't living at home then. This is when I was in college and stuff. But so, my mom said that toads always reminded her of me coming home. So I don't know if there's an energy of someone coming home, or it could be, in my dream, I woke up, of course I was still asleep. So, my thought is it could also be about someone in kind of like, their early stage of awakening where they've awakened, but they haven't ascended. But I've been having trouble sleeping in general lately. There's a lot of strong energies going on right now. So I've been waking up really early, like 3:30, 4:30, 5:30 in the morning. But a lot of, I woke up at 2:30 last night, and then woke up again at 3:30. And that's not typical for me. I'm normally a good sleeper. But we've got the last eclipse, the lunar eclipse, tomorrow on the 8th. I think that's tomorrow, right? But yeah, so the lunar eclipse is for full moon, I think, in Taurus. I don't know. I'm not as good at astrology. And then there's the 1111 portal. So, which is, a lot for twin flames as well. So let's kind of see what, even if I wasn't doing tarot readings at this point with those frogs, I would have done a reading this morning for myself. What's going on? Page of Wands. Clarified by the Five of Wands, the Star. Clarified by Strength. The Devil. A lot of major arcana. Clarified by the Eight of Swords. The Three of Wands. Clarified by the King of Wands, King of Swords. And the King of Pentacles. Clarified by the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so Page of Wands is usually about taking pages are about small messages or offers. Wands are about action, creation, passion. So Page of Wands can be about a small offer of passion, creativity, but that's clarified by the Five of Wands. And so I get the sense that somebody is considering taking this step, but they're feeling a lot of internal conflict. The Star is about healing. It can also be about, someone seeing you as a star. And that's clarified by strength. I get the sense that this is, whoever this is that's wanting to take an action, I get the sense that they see you as both someone who has healed, and that it's taken a lot of strength and courage to do that. But I also get the sense that this is something that they are trying to do now, is heal, and that it's taking them a lot of strength to do it. The devil is, a card about obsession. It can be about toxicity. It can be about, unhealthy bonds or attachments. And that's clarified by the Eight of Swords, which is a really stuck energy, kind of being trapped, mentally trapped, stuck in your head, and kind of not seeing a way out. So then there's the Three of Wands, which is about having made a decision and kind of waiting for your ships to come in. It's that time in between making a decision and the results of that decision happening. Ooh, Page of Swords just jumped out. That's clarified by the King of Swords. So I would say that the truth here has, something to do with this decision that's been made. Potentially about communicating a truth. King of Pentacles is about, that's a king that is very stable, grounded, consistent. And that's clarified by the Two of Pentacles, which is about juggling. Since this came out, I am gonna take one more card. The Page of Swords, which is, can be a card about spying, is clarified by the Four of Cups, which can be a card about disappointment. What I'm picking up here is, someone that has this energy of being in a lot of internal conflict. They may have conflict from other people around them. That they've been in stuck energy because I believe they're trying to heal this devil energy, this toxicity. It's taking a lot of strength to do that. And there are a lot of wands out, and Page of Wands was the first one. So I'm gathering that this person has a lot of sexual energy, and perhaps they're trying to tame that in some way. But so it looks as if they've made a decision here. And, to offer some level of truth. But they're trying to remain grounded at the moment. They may also be trying to work on their finances. And so there's something that they're trying to juggle in this. What's that? The Chariot? Or what? Oh. I see. So what they're juggling in their mind is their twin flame. And they, the Chariot came out with this Two of Cups. And so Chariot's about like actually getting physically in a car or on a plane or, something like that. But, going and physically moving towards something. And that's, the Two of Flames, the twin flame. But they're trying to balance that with patience. And again, clarified by the King of Pentacles. It's funny because the other night I had a dream where, some people, I guess apparently can't read in dreams, but I've always been able to. And so, I got text messages that said, I'm coming, I'm trying, I need $740. Somebody was trying to communicate that they're trying to get money together. And it was very specifically $740. Which reduces to 11. So, it could be more, I don't know. But, But that's kind of what it looks like. And it's that they want to move towards their twin flame, but they're trying to be patient because they do need to build their finances here a bit. Page of Swords, and they're disappointed. Why are they disappointed for what they're seeing? Wheel of Fortune. Queen of Swords. Okay. So, I'm getting that they feel like their twin is in a Queen of Swords energy, or they're worried that they might be when they come in towards this person. That this person may not hear them out, that they may just cut them off. But this person feels like, you know, that this person is their fate, that they're their destiny. Okay. All right. So, let's see, what do I want to ask? You know, because the frogs, waking up, frogs, money. Let's see. Let me ask this. If this person is wanting to come home to you, what do they want you to know? What do they want to communicate? What do they want you to know? Ace of Swords, the truth, clarified by the Tower. The Three of Pentacles, clarified by the Five of Swords. The Sun, clarified by the Queen of Swords. So Queen of Swords came out twice here. Queen of Pentacles, clarified by the Emperor. Ace of Wands. Ace of Pentacles. Wow. Wow. Okay. Knight of Pentacles. Four of Wands, you guys. Okay, so I asked, what does this person want you to know if they're coming towards you? And the Ace of Swords, clarified by the Tower, is that they want to come in with the truth. But they think that this truth is going to be shocking to you or for you. I just get the sense that there's whatever it is that they want to tell you, it's really like stuff you really don't know. Is it good or bad? Is it good or bad? I mean, the Fool, that they want to take a leap of faith. That they want to put an end. They want to transform. They want to put an end to the previous chapter and transform it. And so, you know, Page of Wands, again, Page of Wands came out the first card here, and it's out again here. So this is what they're having conflict over, though. They're having conflict about telling you, because this truth is massive. It's not like a little truth. But this Page of Wands, they need to take that action first. That's a small action. It's, you know, kind of like the first step on a journey, right? So, you know, I'm feeling that they've already made this decision. They are trying to work through some toxicity, some obsession, but it looks like they've already made a decision to do this. So yeah, Ace of Swords clarifying the Tower. So this leap of faith and this death of the past is part of that truth. Then there's the Three of Pentacles, which is the card about beginning to build. It's kind of like early stages of building. That's clarified by the Five of Swords, and that's a card about, you know, winning at all costs, like that kind of one-up energy. So what I'm getting is that that there's an acknowledgement that in the past, during the building stages, this energy was present. But So now there's the Sun, which is a card about happiness, is clarified by the Queen of Swords. So even though they're concerned about you being in this Queen of Swords energy and cutting them off, I get the sense that they're willing to face that because they see this as their path towards happiness, to come in with this truth for you. And I think the other message is that they're very aware that you do want and need this truth from them. And then there's the Queen of Pentacles, clarified by the Emperor. So I'm seeing that as this Queen of Pentacles has been coming out a lot lately in readings, but I think this is you in this, but I get the sense that, as clarified by the Emperor, that this person is working on themselves, right? But the Queen of Pentacles, I just get the sense, this energy, that they see you working on yourself, and that's been part of the inspiration for them to work towards their Emperor energy, to work on themselves. Then we have the Ace of Wands, clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. I think, what this says is that this person, basically wants to work on everything with you. Like that they want to bring in truth, that they want to have passion, that they want, a stable new start and foundation with you. But they're willing to take it slowly. The Nine of Pentacles, clarified by the Four of Wands. They're willing to make this progress with you slowly. And again, the situation, the reading that we saw yesterday, there was a lot of history there. So yeah, I think that it would need to be slow. If there was a lot of betrayal and, kind of stuff in the past, it would have to be slow. It would have to be slow progress because, when trust has been lost, there needs to be a lot of time and consistent effort, like the Knight of Pentacles. That's exactly it. There needs to be time and consistent effort, in order to heal that and rebuild that trust. Four of Wands. Yep. So again, this is someone that they're moving towards their twin flame. Let me pull out some cards here. I actually kind of wanted to pull these first for some reason, but I was like, that doesn't really make sense. What am I clarifying? Okay, let's change. Privileged Lady. Gift. Distant horizons. So this is someone that lives long distance from you. I do get the sense, because again, we had the Chariot come out, and then we've got this change card that has, a vehicle in it. This person may literally be, trying to drive or fly or something towards you. Towards, again, the Queen of Pentacles came out, right? This privileged lady, someone that they see as being comfortable, stable, and they want to bring a gift. Okay. I still want to know how this relates to my frogs, though. Why did I guess, though, this person is essentially trying to come home to you. And what we saw yesterday is that, and I've been seeing it not just in my readings, I've been seeing it on other channels too. These divine masculines are going through an awakening. There's a whole wave of them. And by the way, so the Twin Flame Collective, how I kind of conceptualize that, or anyway, is that there's multiple waves of these twin flames. So you're probably in a group, and you can kind of go up higher or lower vibrationally in these groups, kind of just depending on what's going on in your life. But yeah, there are some energies around that I'm seeing, in particular, these DMs awakening. Yeah, so that's part of this. Let me get journey. I wonder if I say home or living room. Despair. Sudden wealth. Ooh. House. You know, I just said, I wonder if I'll see home, you know, because I did, like I said, that was, you know, the frogs or the toads in my dreams are specifically about coming home. And we're seeing, you know, journey, despair, sudden wealth, house. So, and again, I get the sense this person is trying to get their money together. And I think that's part of this is that they need that in order to come forward. And, you know, they're in the space of despair at the moment though, because they want to come on this journey. But you know, they're trying to get the money to do that. And apparently they also want to bring a gift as well. But, you know, yeah. So let's see. Let me get some guidance. I kind of don't know. I mean, I guess in a way I could have just told you what my dream was, that somebody's awakening and coming home. And I didn't have to waste your time with the reading. I don't know. And they need $740. Don't PayPal anybody $740 based on that information, by the way. You know, everybody's on their own journey. And hopefully most of the divine feminines have gotten to a point in their progress where they're not trying to save their divine masculine or anyone else, that they're, you know, focused on themselves and just, 11 came out. Everything is a reflection. Hold up the energetic mirror. What do you need in your life that you're not currently getting? And then when peace is your priority, negativity cannot exist. I do get the sense that these, you know, again, and this has been coming up in my readings, but that there's a lot of conflict in these masculines' environment right now. And so that's also part of the challenge and burden for them, is that they're not in a great place. You know what I mean? In terms of, like, you remember Dark Night of the Soul. It's literally like the entire world has turned against you. You know, you'll have every kind of horrible thing going on at your job, you know, in your living environment, you know, with like losing money due to like sudden expenses, or, you know, health issues with family members or pets. Like, I mean, literally, like everything kind of comes at once. And so, you know, I think that's part of it, is, you know, about everything being a reflection, holding up the energetic mirror. Sometimes you know, again, anyone who's gone through an awakening, you understand that when you get to the point where you're supposed to, you know, have a new start to your journey, like you're supposed to quit a job or move somewhere or whatever the case may be. If you don't listen to the signs and kind of take that advice and guidance, like, you know, in the near term of when that's happening, the energy and you'll basically get the situation, the environment gets worse and worse and worse and worse, until, you know, like a tower will come and actually just throw you out of there. It's kind of like the universe will ask, do you want to do this the easy way or the hard way? Like, you can either choose to do this or we're going to throw you out. You know what I mean? And so I think there is like an awareness, asking for an awareness of like that the circumstances around you are energetic reflections and messages. And so if you hit that overwhelming point, ask yourself, were you getting signs about this, like, you know, weeks or months ago? And you kind of just put it off, ignored your gut instinct and your feeling. And is it now time to jump and leap and do that? Because again, when the universe wants you to move onto a different path, it's just a matter of time. Like in some ways we do all have free will, but you know, but it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt if you really decide to do otherwise. When peace is your priority, negativity cannot exist. Oh, it just started raining, you guys. Weird. Okay. And so there's a call here as well to, like, I think for both counterparts is just to try and avoid as much of like, because again, there are a lot of thick energies right now. going on in this season. I mean, it's been Scorpio season as it is, but again, with this eclipse coming up, eclipses are usually kind of dramatic. A lot of times there are shocking revelations that come to light during an eclipse. Plot twists. You know, you can really see plot twists. So I have a feeling, though, between the 8th and the 11th, there's just going to be a tremendous amount of shifting, purging, and energies like this. But I get these divine masculines are really in a space right now where they finally, you know, they've been going through an awakening, and now they finally have made this choice that they want to like come towards their person, but they can't yet. They can't. They may have financial reasons for that, energetic reasons, family reasons. You know, there's a variety of things, you know, that's trying to hold them back. But, you know, in terms of union energy, 3 aces came out, you know, the 4 of wands came out. And what I'm seeing is, I mean, you know, I don't know where the 4th ace is. I don't know where the 4th ace is, but, you know, I think people are close in terms of these union energies. If you've really been doing a lot of work, but you know, but again, you don't know what union looks like. So don't hold on to a specific visual like conception of what union looks like in the 3D. Because you know, the 5D is the point. Our connections with our twins help us heal ultimately. And so whether or not like you're ultimately with them in the physical, you can still be in union energies like without that, because the being in union is about coming in to complete self-love with yourself, which and then your twin doing the same thing, right? And so like regardless of whether or not you guys end up in any sort of like physical 3D, you know, traditional relationship, which somehow I think it's not. I think it's not that. But regardless of if you do, if you have come to a space of actually being able to do all of this significant healing and have self-love and confidence that like you're going to have like a great path ahead of you, like regardless of whatever relationship you're in, I mean that you're always going to end up in the right place. I think that's a win. You know what I mean? Knight of Wands. I'm just Page of Swords. Yeah, they really want to rush in. I'm just getting that energy. Strength again. Okay, let me pull 2 of these and then I'm going to leave it there. Sagittarius, optimism, exploration, and freedom. And House 9, spiritual growth. I think what it's asking you is to just remain open-minded. You know, we have seen in a lot of these readings lately that the masculine is really concerned about the feminine being in a Queen of Swords energy. And so, you know, if you're not there yet in terms of conceptually, like being able to consider listening to this person, not necessarily reconnecting, but hearing someone out. Just hearing someone out, that's going to be something for you to work on, is to have some, not necessarily hope, but general optimism. You know what I mean? Hope can be a dangerous thing, right? It's actually, by the way, that's where I met my goat, is in Hope, Arkansas. Bill Clinton is also from there. It's about 40 minutes away from where I live. And I remember when I was moving here, when I was doing the road trip from Northern California to Arkansas, like that was kind of the last stop. And I got out with my dogs and took a picture at the Hope watermelon record sign. There's, you know, somebody grew like the largest watermelon in Hope. Anyway, and so I took a picture with my dogs, and all of those dogs that I had with me when I came down, they're all passed now. But anyway, yeah, hope can be a dangerous thing though, just because it's like, hope can be about attaching yourself to a specific outcome. Do you see what I mean? I'm not asking you to do that. I'm asking you to just stay open-minded and sort of optimistic in general. To explore, like, sometimes we wouldn't want to reconnect with, or sorry, not reconnect, but maybe interact even with someone like this to hear them out. In a sense, maybe not even to the extent about, clearly like this person, there was a lot of hurt in the past, but I know for me at one point when I was in that space of like really, really not wanting this person to ever come back or to hear from them or whatever, it was because I was concerned about me, like whether or not I had the strength, to ever talk to that person again, because, again, they were kind of like my Achilles heel, right? And so like whether or not I was strong enough to still, to all that work that I've done in terms of like building my boundaries and healthy, perspectives and stuff like that, whether or not this person could come in and just wash away all that progress. That's honestly what my fear was. So, so there's some guidance to explore those areas for yourself and whether or not you would consider, hearing a person out like this. And if not, why not? Is it because of, your fears? Or, because if you're not scared, then you can hear anyone out. You know what I mean? If you don't have those fears that link back to you, you can hear anyone out. And spiritual growth, this is a reminder that again, regardless of what happens in this situation in terms of having that conversation, that this connection has been about growth. And that there's potentially still more growth ahead for you in that connection. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to do one more. The moon, and we've got the full moon coming up, the full moon eclipse. Satisfy emotional needs, nurture self and others. This is also a reminder about making sure that you are giving yourself the time and space to process any of this, to protect yourself and provide for yourself during this period. Okay. All right. I think I'm going to leave it at that, guys. All right. Yeah. And remember, again, these are general readings, but, if it resonated with you, I really appreciate when people like, comment, or subscribe. Helps me build my channel. And also, I am available and open for personal readings, if you'd like a reading specific to your situation. And you can reach out by email or just book straight through on my Etsy shop. And both of those are in the description box. Okay? Have a great day, guys. Thank you.